Welcome to the pipeline, people. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I got a little cold, y'all. I told y'all I was getting a little under the weather. The last couple days it's starting to take effect on me. So excuse the way I sound tonight. I'm a little hoarse, I'm a little raspy, I got sore throat, stuffy nose. I'm taking medicine, but y'all, I'm gonna wait for y'all to get in here, and I'm gonna wait for the 2 minute mark. So y'all come on in here. Welcome to the pipeline. Feel free to park. Feel free to park. Feel free to comment. While you in here, hit the subscribe button before we even get to rolling. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Feel free to come on in here. Welcome to the pipeline. One of the most listen. One of the most underrated urban radio broadcast. We do more audio than visuals over here, y'all. I'm still working on my little intro, y'all, so don't knock me. Come in here and pull up, because we got some stuff to talk about. I got some TVs going in the background. The house is still in motion. So I'm not gonna keep y'all too late today. We're gonna make this one a short one. It's gonna be quick. It's gonna be quick, y'all. So come in here. Welcome to the Pipeline Park. Pull up. I'm on night. Listen, y'all. I'm on Dayquil, NyQuil, Halls. It's just the weather. Y'all know I stay outside. I stay outside. And y'all know where I'm from. The weather be crazy here. Like 1 minute be 50, 60. Next minute is 10 below 2 days later. The next day is 6 inches of snow. So our weather is always all over the place. And I'm constantly outside doing a lot of different things. So y'all sit tight. We gonna jump into it. I ain't gonna waste too much time before the kids get to moving around. These TVs get to going. Y'all, we done lost another one. We have lost another one. Rest in peace, Snootie. Wow. I've been heard of the news yesterday. I was gonna do a video, but I said I'm gonna just wait and really get the rest of the details on pretty much what happened. And everything I talk about is allegedly. It's allegedly. Because we know we can't believe everything on the internet. We most definitely can't believe. We most definitely can't believe what half of these bloggers on these platforms be talking about. So I just kind of want to bring it to y'all. Like, this is crazy to me because everybody on the pipeline, welcome to the pipeline, people. Everybody in here know how much we talk about these artists and how much we talk about our kings and queens, these up and coming talents, and these people who made it out they environments and their circumstances, and they beat the odds. And a lot of the people I talk about on the pipeline is underdogs. Even though Snootie Wild had a huge following, there's still a lot of people who only know him from a few singles. One of his songs is Yayo. I know y'all remember Yayo. Hey, Yayo, all these is the nail. Hey, y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't know the words. Don't knock me on the words, y'all. But he's known for the Yayo song. What was another one? Made Me. I done got it out there. That's that shit that made me. That's that shit that made me. Hey, that's that shit that made me. Hey. So people who ain't really familiar with Snootie Wild, to me, he is considered like an underdog. I've been following Snootie Wild for like 5 years. And it's crazy because to me, honestly, y'all know how I love my underdogs. I'm going to always show love to my kings and queens in this music business that's constantly taking L's, constantly we get stole from. They jack our style, jack our music. Not only that, a lot of our talent of our races of people, their lives keep getting taken from them tragically. This is a lot of young talent that we talk about on the pipeline. I mean, we talk about a lot of OGs, a lot of veteran people that's in the industry too. But most of all, it's for the up and coming, the modern day, the ones that we feel like most definitely gonna have an imprint, and not only just in the music business, but on the culture. Because everybody over here we talk about is for the culture. Everybody we talk about put on for the culture, and they they constantly get taken advantage of, and they also don't get their flowers while they are here. We talk about this with a lot of artists: King Von, Boog the Bandit, Mo3, the FBG Dugs. What was the one, the young girl from No Limit? Nobody talk about short. Magnolia Shorty, the first female artist to come off of Cash Money, who was shot over 35 times. Magnolia Shorty, Queen of Bounce. A lot of people didn't give her flowers. She was there before Nicki Minaj. She had a rise before Lil Wayne was even before we knew the world as being known for Lil Wayne. Magnolia Shorty brought Young Turk. For y'all who didn't know, Magnolia Shorty, the one who introduced Turk from Cash Money to Birdman. If it wasn't for Magnolia Shorty, Turk would never even been involved with Cash Money. So I like to give these artists their flowers and try to keep their legacy alive in another form. Because we just hear about the big news, like, oh, they got murdered, they was slain, they was shot, they was robbed, but nobody talk about their legacies. Like, these people have families and kids and fans. Snootie Wild to me was one of the most underrated artist of our time. I think he was very creative. He was very diverse. If you from where he from, you would know exactly how long he been doing this. A lot of the artists that we may be familiar with, we probably been knowing them for a year or a few years. But these people is put on in their cities and states, put on before the world has even knew who they was. They been getting money. They been icons. They been young legends. It just that it took a certain amount of exposure to the world for a lot of people to give him their recognition. Snootie Wild was one of them. I put him in the bracket of like the K Camps. Shout out to K Camp. Rest in peace, Snootie Wild. K Camp is another one that I think is another underrated artist that a lot of people don't give him their shine. Everything K Camp pretty much come on goes platinum. A lot of his music is top trending on billboards and whatnot. Same thing with Snootie Wild. It's just sad and it's just tragic, y'all, because I don't even think I could let a whole week go by. I don't even think, y'all, if y'all really a Pipeline subscriber, how often do we talk about these things? I think I'm constantly reporting on another death of another one of our kings or queens being murdered behind their talent and they success. And we talk about this. Like, I don't want y'all to be thinking like, oh, well, Pipeline, every time it come to this, it's like the same thing. But look at it. It's the same circumstances that not just me, but a lot of bloggers and podcasts is constantly talking about these rappers, these human beings whose life is being tragically taken from them due to jealousy and envy. Now, we can go into a lot of different scenarios with the Snootie Wild story. We don't know the truth. We wasn't there. We wasn't there. So only thing we could go off of is what Google is telling us and what people is telling us around these bloggers. And no news is going. These newscasters. Welcome to Pipeline News, people, because we gonna get down to the details of stuff, because we know how the media work and how the propaganda work. They not gonna cover our kings and queens the way that they need to be covered. It's just like another headline, and that's the part that make me speak on my advocacy shit. Shout out to the Pipeline. This will make me speak on my advocacy shit and my protesting shit, because it get to a point like, when are we going to do better? When are we going to learn to make better decisions? Can we continue to blame the rapper? The rapper has to travel. The artist the musician has to travel and tour and promo runs to continue to keep the bag coming in. Can we blame it on security? Where was Snootie Wild security? Snootie Wild security. Could we blame it on his management team? Could we blame it on the ops? Allegedly, from what people say, the ops. What happened in Houston? What happened in Houston? We heard a lot of different stories. He was murdered in Houston. He was shot. They showed different pictures of the scene, different pictures of the car. I really don't even want to go into the specifics yet because it's just too many stories still going around like that. And me, I'm not about to jump into something that I really don't even know at least half of the truth. You know, they saying he was set up. They saying that he was getting followed. Somebody dropped his location. It's a lot. Then they saying it was ops. It was about territory where he was at. So I don't really want, and that's all. This is all allegedly. So I don't really want to talk about the details, not just yet. Maybe tomorrow we can go in more details. I just got to find a lot of more information. Some people say he was sacrificed allegedly. Could this possibly could have been a sacrifice from CMG allegedly, Yo Gotti allegedly? It's a lot of different stories. But Snootie Wild was one of the ones. Um, he ain't really care. He had his little drama he was in, like a lot of these other artists. Some who knows? Some drama could have been his. Some probably was brought to him through the affiliation. Because we always talk about like the people you hang around plays a big part in a lot of this stuff. A lot of these back doors and a lot of these plays happen within the inner circle. Could have been one of them situations. My heart goes out to Snootie Wild and his family. Y'all excuse my voice. I got a little cold. My heart goes out to that young man and his family because once again, not only has a lot of people lost their favorite artist, their favorite musician. Some people lost. His mom lost a son. His mother and father. Family has lost a cousin, a brother. So this is the stuff that when they say leave your own city, you gotta make it out. What happens when it happens not in your city? Same thing with King Von. We talk about King Von all the time. A lot of people thought King Von would have lost his life in Chicago. Look where he lost his life at. Snootie Watt lost his life in Texas. A lot of these artists, to me, I don't know if these artists is being sacrificed allegedly, if it has something to do with these insurance policies on these artists, but all these artists just ain't this is y'all. We heard about this in the 90s and the early 2000s, man, like the last 3 years, I would say when this pandemic kicked in. And we not just gonna put it on the pandemic. But what I'm saying, it's a lot of bloodshed during this pandemic. It's a lot of sacrificing going on. It's a lot of body parts. It's a lot of body parts. This war going on. These people need arteries and kidneys and lungs and hearts and shit. How is it that so many people, how is it that so many people of our kind, of our culture, I mean, these people is just dropping dead. I mean, these artists, and not just artists, but real life shit. This is real life shit we talk about on the pipeline. So this ain't here to shake nobody up. So if you got tough skin, if you got weak skin and real sensitive, this is not the live for you. Because we go live and uncut over here. We do. Because this is stuff that people is not really paying attention to. All these black kings and queens just dying and just vanishing. Is the music industry behind this stuff? Is these artists double backing on their oaths? We seen what little NBA YoungBoy just did. Now he done just apologize to Boosie and all this. That's why I said, was this a marketing strategy? Are they creating real life drama and real life beefs? And for the internet, for clicks and views and subs and sales, and then not caring about the consequences of real people's lives being taken from them. Real people is dying. Real people is getting shot with blickies left and right. They not coming with just a gunshot here or two. Man, they letting off 3 and 4, 5, 6 shots into other human beings. Is these little niggas crashing the way everybody is saying they crashing? Because we can't just always keep putting it. Excuse my language though, y'all. We cannot just keep putting it on. It's the little niggas. Everything is the little dudes tearing up everything. It's the little dudes. We get it. We do get it. You know, we ain't gonna let the little dudes go away like that. But they can't possibly be causing this amount of bloodshed. There's got to be something bigger. Like I said in the other live we did about NBA YoungBoy and Lil Durk, this is bigger than rap. It's starting to become bigger than rap, which makes people become more awake. People are being more alert to what's going on behind the scenes. People are starting to see the games and the symbolism in these videos and the symbolism through the frequency. A lot of people are now being woke. But just because a lot of us is being woke, what's the odds of them still going? What's the odds of the labels still going to these low income poverty neighborhoods, grabbing the little Uzi Verts, grabbing the little dudes in skinny jeans who come from broken family, addictive. What's stopping them? This is a cycle that I don't think it never stop. I just don't see it stopping. I think it is a revolving door. And as much as people want to go independent, it costs a lot to go independent. Like we know, it costs 250,000 to break an artist. Who got that kind of money? Excuse me, y'all. Who got that kind of money? Who families have that kind of money to just put into a family member and say, we believe in you, go ahead and chase your dream? Ain't nobody doing that. So what else is happening? A lot of this young talent, they going to go crash because they get hit with these because they don't know the politics. They don't know the real black and white with these contracts and stuff. So it's a lot of people going. It's a lot of people just going like, I'm gonna go sign this contract. The only thing they're hearing is about $1 million, $4 million, $2 million contract. So to a person who ain't got nothing, $1 million and $2 million, that's something. That's something to all of us. But when you break down the tour money, when you break down the hotel money, when you break down the jewelry money, when you break down the foreign money, the artist is left with nothing. That's why we see a lot of these artists still selling dope. We see a lot of these artists that got millions of views still hitting robbery, still hitting licks. It is so corrupt in this game, and it's sad. It's like this. Snootie Wop was one of my favorite. I put him in the top five. Snootie Wild was one of my top five, to me, most underrated artists, and one of my top five. And I only have a few that I figure that, to me, in my head, it is young icons and young legends. These ain't people, the people out in my top five, I haven't just been following them right after they died. I've been following these people for years. Like JT the Bigger Figure, all of them, years. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. I'm sorry, y'all. My dog just be messing with me. So my thing is this, like, man, rest in peace to Snootie Wild. Man, I hope he most definitely get justice along with the other artists we have lost. We it's 2022, y'all. We ain't even made it through the first quarter. This is sad. This is really heartbreaking. This is sad. This is tragic. We don't know what was the cause, and I'm not gonna put it out there because this ain't one of them. Man, if you in here, hit the subscribe button for me. Matter of fact, this is not one of them podcasts or lives where we just gonna say, "Oh, he was sacrificed allegedly. He was Yo Gotti and them had something to do with this. He was. Man, I'm not about to put that out there like that yet. It's still." To me, it's still too early. This is how these cases and stuff, to me, with these bloggers get twisted. As soon as the story break, they go and just run with the first story or the first couple headlines, and then after that, it's other stuff that come out. We seen it happen with Young Dolph case. We seen it happen with the Mo3 case. These bloggers get a piece of this little information and just make this shit up and have people think this is a big problem with the beef, the media. And I'm not going to put it on the bloggers. I'm not. They going to do their job and do what they got to do. But they play a big part with the media propaganda. Shooting the wrong story, shooting that fake ass news. Next thing you know, and people going to believe them because they got a high following. These bloggers got high followings that will really cause and stir up some drama and some chaos and have real innocent people getting killed. And that's a sad thing because it's our people. Not only do we got a war going on with Russia and UK, that's a whole nother life we're gonna get into another day. Because a lot of people still seem confused about what is going on over there. It is still a lot of confusion when all the knowledge and everything you need to know, any questions you need to know about the war is on Google, or you can do your own research and find out. I talk to so many people who have no clue about what's going on. None. Only thing they know is it's at war. Like, what's the war about? Ask a person, like, when you talk about the war, like, what's going on? And man, a lot of people, like, we really in real war with our real lives. We can't, I ain't just about to sit up here and talk about Ukraine and Russia for a whole goddamn live. I'm not about to do that. I will spend 10, 15 minutes talking about it because it's most definitely is very important. Everybody need to be in tune with what's going on. Only reason why I feel the way that I feel, y'all, because anybody who been following me, we've been talking about this since 2021, November, October last year. We've been talking about McAfee, the antivirus software maker who got killed over there in another country while his software was about to get leaked. Come on, man, we've been talking about all of this before the words even come. So excuse me for sounding so nonchalant about it because we've been in a war. We've been fighting for our lives. It's been a war going on. So just because of now we actually real world, a real life war, you know what I'm saying? United States involved. Now we just supposed to be just like in panic mode. We've been panicking since the pandemic. We've been panicking since we seen a lot of these musicians dying and these people commit suicide and jumping off bridges. We've been seeing our real loved ones get shot down and get murdered in everyday life. So excuse me if I sound so nonchalant, but we've been in real war. And the death of Snootie Wild, to me, y'all, I'm going to be honest, it pissed me off because I'm tired of keep reporting about these musicians getting murdered and it just being another headline. It really pissed me off that these bigger outlets ain't covering this story. It pissed me off that you can't go on Channel 5 and Channel 11 and find out what happened to Kanika Jenkins. We still don't know what happened to Kendrick Body Parts. We still don't know. We don't know, but we supposed to keep going on with our regular lives like these people didn't exist. They didn't have no family. What happened? What happened? It's like, oh, it's a headline. On to the next. You find out something happened. Like, wait, what happened? That was 3 days ago. Now such and such just got killed in Atlanta. You look up again. XYZ just got caught up in Atlanta. Oh, now the industry gonna say, oh, we about to create a war. Lil Durk versus NBA Youngboy. Now Kodak Black versus. Man, what the hell is going on? Excuse me, y'all, but I get so I get puzzled by the amount of chaos that's really going on around us in everyday life. And we just seem not to care and we just keep ignoring it. It's 2022 and I get it. Everybody don't care. We get it. We get it. But what is that gonna do? You don't care, but life still gotta go on. So that's some depressing ass shit to just don't care about nothing. When you hear a person say, I don't give a fuck, I just don't care. That's a crazy mindset to be in. You know how dangerous that mindset is to not give a fuck about nothing. That I think I don't know if people say that just to be cool. Like I don't give a fuck. What you do? I don't care. I don't care about nothing. I don't care. You know me. You know me. I don't be get. That's not cool. You look goofy. You want to be. You looking at them and how old they is, and then when you see the young ones say they don't care, then you look at their lifestyle they living. It's obvious. It's obvious. People don't care. Rest in peace to Snootie Wild, y'all. Like I said, whatever is going on with this music industry, we see people coming out. People coming out. But my thing is, because y'all know me, I'm always talking about that organ harvesting. That organ harvesting is most definitely a big deal. A lot of people seem to not understand how much money is in the organ harvesting business. This got to be the best. This business right here, it make just as much money as casinos and everything. That probably more. So when I be looking at these countries and y'all look up these regions and what they mean. Do y'all not know the Midwest region is called Heartland? The Midwest is called Heartland of America. That is what they call the Midwest. Who else from the what is the biggest? Listen, y'all. I don't think y'all understand where I be coming from. Certain stuff I can't say, but y'all know I be coming raw and uncut. We know Chicago. We know Chicago is in the Midwest, deep in the Midwest. Google what is the Midwest region called, and I bullshit you not. It'll come up on Google. Heartland of America is what they call the Midwest. So when you look at a lot of these artists, let's not forget a lot of y'all favorite artists came from the Midwest. A lot of them. A lot of your favorite artists, they may was born and moved somewhere else. They probably did 4 5 years old here, then their parents moved them, or they was somewhere else. A lot of them, Kanye West of the world, so much talent come from the Midwest, and that's why I stand so hard on what I be talking about. Then we see the crime rates that go on in Chicago, and we wonder why the Midwest is called the heartland of America. It's a lot. Why would it be called that? Right? Why would it be called that? So y'all know when I pop my shit because I've been wanting to talk about Snootie Wild, like I said, since yesterday. So when I look at this pandemic and I look at all these numbers of these cases, of these people who done lost their life, and I look at all these artists being sacrificed allegedly, being killed, however it go, being paid hits. I'm sorry, I can't do nothing but think about organs. That's just my opinion. That's my opinion, to each his own. But these numbers, it got to be a bigger agenda behind these numbers. It got to be a bigger agenda behind all these different strands. All these different strands of the jab. It's like 5 different strands out now. They talking about you probably got to get another booster shot. You probably got to be... It's too much going on. So it get to a point where you really got to just open your eyes up and see the bigger picture. A lot of these artists, you don't even need a label. You don't need a label no more. And now these labels is reaching and going to desperate measures because nobody need the labels anymore. I'm not going to say they not needed marketing. They run that machine. They run the machine with the marketing. But it's like everybody is pushing this independent thing, which is, to me, it's causing a lot of these labels to do the unthinkable to get the money back, or maybe they putting bigger, allegedly, everything I say is allegedly. This is for educational purpose, this video. So it's like when you really sit back and think about this stuff, y'all, you be like, man, this shit just ain't adding up. Everybody not getting offed. Everybody not just being set up. Everybody. Now, we ain't going to say back doors ain't happening. We ain't going to say. We not going to say back doors ain't happening. We not going to say sacrificing ain't happening. We ain't going to say none of that. But what we saying is, it is too much of a routine. It just starting to become too normal. It's starting to become too normal. We starting to get too comfortable with the amount of death that's going on. And we always talk about comfort. Comfort ain't good for nobody. You don't never want to be comfortable for too long. We say this all the time. People like, I don't want to be rich. I just want to be comfortable. What is that? What is comfortable? What is comfort? Because the more money you make, the more higher your bills and cost of living is going to be. The more your lifestyle is going to cost. So as you living comfortably, you steady spending money. Money has to be made on top of you spending money. So what is comfort? I ask people that all the time. What number is comfort? Who made that up? I just want to be comfortable. What is that? You still got to make money to get money. And then on top of you being at your comfort number, you steady spending. It's called life. Emergencies going to happen. Situations going to come up. You got to spend. You're going to take losses. So what number is comfort? Comfort is not good for nobody. And a lot of this stuff that's going on is like we getting too comfortable with failure. We getting too comfortable with these murder rates. We getting too comfortable with a lot of our icons and greats just dropping dead and getting killed. It's like, if people don't see it's something else going on, you gotta be, it gotta be something wrong with you. The jab is the jab taking this many people out? Because all of a sudden, nobody has common codes no more. Nobody just can't sneeze without people thinking right off the rip, you got COVID. Nobody can. Everything has become, y'all, to me, It's so weird, y'all. Like, I can't even really put this shit into words. I'm gonna be honest, because when I look at people and people see the way that I think and how I talk and my reaction to things, I'm gonna be honest. I ain't gonna sit up here and act like I know everything, because I don't. But what I do know is some shit out here ain't normal. It's not normal. It's not. And the death rate and the sickness, and so many people just dropping dead at all ages. I mean, people catching the jab, this thing, and just dying. These rappers just getting knocked off every time you live. This ain't normal. It is something else behind the scene. So, like I said, y'all know the only thing I think it could be: population control and organ harvesting. What else could it be about? It gotta be. Now, we know jealousy and envy. We say this. We know jealousy, how that work. We know people plot. We know all of this. But as we continue to know all of this, all the information that we know about intuition. We know about the intuition. Oh, something don't feel right. Let me get on up out of here. Why is it that people seems to ignore their intuition? It's like, I know I shouldn't be down here with these folks, but I'm down here anyway. A lot of them end up losing their life. A lot of us go against our intuition. Our intuition will never lead us wrong. That gut feeling in your stomach, that will never lead you wrong, because we know our heart and we know our heart and our brain play two different games. Let's use love for instance. Let's talk about love, so we could talk about how the heart and the brain plays games with us all the time, right? You can love somebody. I love this person to death. I would ride or die with this person. I want to marry this person. In your heart, you feeling like, I need to go ahead and make that decision. We've been together for a long time. But your head telling you, I can't be with this person. They didn't put me in jail. They didn't put their hands on me. They done stole money from me. I can't trust her with the back. This is the heart and the mind. Because we human beings, this is how it works. If a person say it don't work like that, they're a goddamn lie. Our heart and mind constantly plays game with us constantly. What ain't gonna play no game is the gut, that gut feeling in your stomach that ain't gonna never lead you on. That's called intuition. We ain't gonna talk about root chakras and all that, because that's a different game. I could talk about another conversation that we really could go deep into about that root chakra and that heart chakra. That's a different kind of conversation. But when your intuition and that gut feeling come, or you get that turn in your stomach, you know what's going on. It don't matter what your heart and your brain talking about. You're like, yeah, I got a feeling I'm about to get sick. Something ain't right. This happens. You can see a dead body. People throw up. For instance, person can have a baby, labor. People throw up. Your brain telling you, I know this baby is coming out this vagina. Your heart is saying, this is the natural thing to do. This is birth. This is real life. This is beautiful. But your stomach telling you, this the nastiest shit I ever seen in my life. I'm about to throw up everywhere. Am I lying? Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Because we got to start using these intuitions. I think everybody, these artists know when they walking into these atmospheres, I ain't supposed to be here. But at the same time, if I don't show up, I got the promoter money. I ain't going to get paid. I ain't going to do this. So these artists is constantly with their back against the wall. They constantly got their back against the wall. I got to do what I got to do to take care of my family. And to do that, I got to put my life in jeopardy every day. Look at police officers. They are some of the most underpaid. These are some of the most, I think police officers are another one of the most underpaid jobs that you ever could think of. The police officers, literally, detectives they constantly put their lives on the line every day for $40,000 a year, maybe 50, depending on where you live. Come on, man. Is it really worth it? What is this? What is this thing about we got going on? We got to start making better decisions. We got to start fighting for our lives. We got to start wanting more out of our life. Is the money really worth it? To not be able to take none of it with you or spend all of it. You can't spend that. Look what Fetty Wap did. All the millions. He's about to face look at Big Meech and them. All these big. What is it worth it to constantly put your life on the line for material. Honestly, it is so many ways you could get money through investing behind sacrifices and rituals, or selling your soul, or humiliating yourself for viewers and followers and numbers. It is another way out. It most definitely is done. I talk about Chameleon, they're doing it all the time. We seen what happened with Hannah Montana. Y'all remember Hannah Montana? Remember the Olsen twins? Remember Macaulay Culkin from Home Alone 2? These are the white. This goes in all races. This stuff I'm talking about. This ain't just our culture. To me, is the ones that's been more affected by it. I think it's behind the deals that they signing in these contracts. It's a lot going on, and then when you're not selling and they invest in you, they want their return back. These labels and these investors, oh, they coming for that return. And if they got to take some lives to get that done, and do some sacrifice and some bloodshed and start some East Coast, West Coast beef, or some Midwest, you think they ain't going to do that to get their return back? Another sad one, y'all. We done lost another one. Rest in peace, Snootie Wild. Another young legend, another, to me, another icon. The GOAT. Everything Snootie Wild did went over 1,000,000 times. So views, sales. The boy was on. The boy was talented. We done lost another one, y'all. We done lost another one. It's heartbreaking. Shattering. I'm going to let y'all go. Condolences to Snootie Wild family. Y'all go ahead and stream his music. Y'all check him out. The boy has some heat. Has some heat. What's going on with CMG? What's going on over there, y'all? What is really going on with these deals and these contracts and these blood oaths and these sacrifices? Y'all, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. Email me, pipelinenews2020@gmail.com. Feel free to comment. Feel free to like the video. Feel free to subscribe. It's free, y'all. Hit the subscribe button. It's free. It ain't gonna hurt nobody, right? It ain't gonna hurt nobody. Hit the subscribe button, y'all. Until next time, I'm out of here. Rest in peace, Snootie Wild.